Hey friends, my name is Rick and welcome to my Cape Cod life. Today I'm going to talk about how to fight inflation, especially when it comes to food, by gardening, because it's the easiest way we can. So join me and let's go walk around the yard and see what I'm up to, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. So that's my green stock vertical planter in the corner of the deck over there. That lettuce below it, I'm going to plant a lot of that in there, and we will have baby lettuces for salads and sandwiches. Now think about the baby lettuces in the store. It's like what, $4 for a clamshell? I'll have several clamshells out of there by the time I'm done harvesting those. On the top of my green stock I have some herbs. I don't know if they've really survived the winter or not. I have rosemary and thyme. I'm going to clip those back, hope for the best. But there's another example of how you're going to save money. If you buy fresh herbs in the store, it's what, like $2.99, $3.49 for this tiny little bit in the plastic clamshell. Not when you can go pick them fresh. I trimmed down the herbs. I think I'm also with the thymes. I lost the rosemary. I lost oregano, but that's all right. I mean, I'll just get a start and replant those, and you know, I'll have plenty of herbs. Now I'm gonna work on starting planting my lettuce. The first step, I'm gonna put some granular organic fertilizer in there just to give them a good start. All right, so I've done that. Now I'm going to get a couple of plugs per section of this green stalk. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 divots over here. I'm going to plant 1 plug right there. Grab the other. This is an oak leaf lettuce. All right, here's the second one. Going in there. Let me just move. Sorry, I'm moving the tag. All right, so then after, I'm going to come and I'm going to mulch with some composted cow manure. It's spa day for the girls. They're dust bathing. This is their favorite spot in the yard to do that. All right, so I have the 3 middle sections filled. That's 18 pockets of lettuce. When the weather gets warmer, I will replace this, as the lettuce doesn't really like the heat. I will replace it with micro tomatoes, basil. I have some micro eggplant and some extra herbs. The varieties I planted, I told you about the oak leaf. That's that one. This one here. What the heck is this one? I don't remember. Oh, that's Tango. That's a nice crispy lettuce. Let me move this. Hold on. That's real red romaine. That'll be nice. Then my favorite lettuce, black-seeded Simpson. I've been growing that variety of lettuce since I've been 12. This is Grand Rapids. That's a new lettuce for me. And this one here, what do they call this? This one, Little Gem Butterhead. So it's a bib style lettuce. So this is going to give me a nice selection of salad greens, and I'm really looking forward to it. All right, so here I'm planting individual heads of lettuce. I have different varieties. I have Frisee, I have Tango, I have Merlot over there, I have more to plant. I'm going to do about 25 heads, and that's, in the stores they run like $4 a piece at least. So there you go. This will be ready in a month and a half for harvest. Here's my garlic all up in here. I have about 48, 50 bulbs or heads of garlic growing here. $1 a piece usually, maybe in the store, maybe more these days. Look at the savings there. I planted that last fall, so that takes a little planting. This trellis, I have a whole bunch of pea pods. I should get a lot of peas out of this if all goes well. Shoot, probably 5 pounds at $5 a pound. More savings. On this side of the trellis, in the corner, I have a Napa cabbage. I got assorted Asian greens. I got like pak choys, bok choys. I got tat soys back there. These in here are mostly like Chinese broccoli or Asian broccoli. I have a couple of purple lady bok choys over there. And then here I have collards. That's champion collards. This is supposed to be Georgian. No, what are these? These are Vates collards. But the only one that's actually a collard is this. I do not know what these other plants are. I'm gonna have to. I got my seeds from M.I. Gardner. I never had a problem. Was it me? Did I plant it wrong? I'm not sure. Also in here, I have kales of all. Oh, I'm gonna have my chives coming in. All right, I'm gonna plant some radishes here. Radishes, I think, are about $3 or $4 a bunch in the store right now. Out of what I'm gonna plant, I'll probably get, I'd say 5 bunches. First variety of radishes shall be my favorite, which is the white icicle. Then I will be also planting out some French breakfast. Love those too. Then I'm gonna try this. This is one of the black radishes. So, Schwarzeranda radish. And then finally, I have radish dragon tails. Now, these are grown for the pods, which are really yummy. I haven't had these, I've had regular radish pods, so that'll be an interesting little crop. Well, there's a few crops that you can plant in early spring that's going to really help you with your food budget. Now, I understand you have to have planters or a bed or a garden to do this, and some of that can cost you some money, but it's an investment well worth it. If we tabulated all of the crops I discussed just now, that's $377 worth of food. And it doesn't really, lettuce seeds are cheap. You get 1,000 of them. You can keep them for a few years. Same thing with kale and Asian greens. They're quite affordable. So I want you to consider this. Is this the way that you can save money? If you want a cheap option to get started, let me show you something. So this is a grow bag. They're very affordable. You can order them online easily. And they take enough soil. I mean, you're going to have to buy some soil, but still, for a few dollars, you can get going. You can plant that full of lettuce for cut and come again. Plant yourself some kale in there. There's a lot of things you can do. Hey, chicken. Well, there you go. I hope you like this video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing and liking this video and hyping and commenting. We love all of that stuff. My friends who've been here before, I thank you so much. I appreciate you. And as always, my Cape Cod life.